What's going on? This is the motherfucking Delegation podcast, the best podcast you ever heard in your entire life. We bring compassion, we bring pain, we bring fear, we bring love, bring all that mixed into one. I am your man, the Alpha, the Omega. You mix that shit together, you put that shit together. You got me, Omega.
This is true.
This is Nelly Nell, name so nice I had to say it twice.
And we have some special guests with us today.
Very special. And to my right we got
See Breezy.
C Breezy. To my left we got
M Squared.
M Squared. What's going on?
How you guys doing today?
Wonderful.
Yeah.
High on life.
Yeah.
Those are some,
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
Cheers, guys.
Run out of
Cheers,
my
cheers, cheers, cheers.
See? It's already
Yeah.
set. Cheers down there.
Cheers.
Oh, my cup holder's stuck.
All right, so yo, Nelly.
Mm-hmm.
Last time I was talking to you,
Yeah.
you're on the Tinder profile.
Yeah.
Tinder
Online dating.
presence.
Yeah.
Right, how's that been going for you?
You know, it's been alright, I guess.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You were telling me about this girl that you were talking to.
Yeah.
Wait, can I interrupt?
Yeah, for
What's
sure.
your bio? What's the what can I
That's always my first question. What's your bio?
What's your bio? What's your range?
Pics?
What's your pics? And what's your age? Like, you know, you can put the distance in like kilometers,
Oh,
and also
damn.
like
Give us a little.
That's
Give us
pretty
a
because I have
little.
some friends, they put it really high or like low, and I'm just like, so.
Yeah, give us a little taste test of your profile.
Right. Yeah.
So like what do you want to know first?
Well, okay, let's start off with what's your bio?
I can't really
Have you seen this bio?
describe
You haven't seen it? It's fire.
It's
What do you
fire.
mean you can't describe it? Isn't it words?
Well, I
Oh
seen
no, it's,
Like what did you put underneath? Like, hey, I'm a guy who's looking for fun. Like,
Oh no, there's no bio. I'm not actually on Tinder. It's,
okay,
it's,
what is?
it's,
Oh, it's a
Hinge.
different. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
well,
like-
Oh, those ones are questions.
Yeah,
That's
those
kind
are
of
questions.
nice.
Preset questions.
Yeah.
Okay, so on
Yeah.
Hinge, how does like do you put like an age range? Like obviously you have,
Yeah.
So what is it?
Sorry, it's like very like.
What's so funny?
I just want to know.
What's the lowest that you can go on?
I don't know.
18, no?
Oh, wow.
You have to get certain age to sign up, I think. So that's
Yeah,
why
yeah,
it's
so it has to
like-
be 18.
I'm assuming 18,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
What's
think
the highest
like,
you go, like
mine
100?
is
honestly,
Crazy.
like honestly.
So like anybody can put 18. I guess
Yeah,
anybody
you
can
can
do
go
18.
slow.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
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 Who do you
Well,
think gets the most hits? What age bracket do you think gets the most hits?
That's interesting.
Like what do you mean hits as in like?
like
Swipes.
yeah, swipes. Is it right, left? I don't know, whatever.
Well, I mean,
Definitely
I
like
think
younger, like the, like
I think it depends on the app though. Huh?
yeah. And it depends on like
Tinder probably younger, Hinge a little older, I would say.
I think so too.
Right?
Because I feel like Tinder is just more for like hookups. Obviously, like people find love on Tinder, but like I feel like a lot of people on Hinge, like a lot of my friends now, even and like my brother's friend, like they're a bit older, they're like on Hinge now. I'm just thinking that like a new. I guess
It's a new
It's
wave.
a new thing.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
more mature way of.
Well,
dating.
there's way more information, right? There's all
Yeah,
those
like, I don't
questions.
know
So
how
you
it
like
works.
would read through that instead of just looking at the pictures. I think
Yeah.
you're basing it more on like the answers to
Oh,
the
that's-
questions.
Exactly.
So
that's cool,
you're
so you can
looking
actually
for more of like an
compatible.
in-depth
Exactly.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm sure some of the answers are fucking stupid too,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
at least then you can see kind of like more of the person's
Right.
snapshot than just like where I feel like Tinder's just like pictures of like
Yeah.
a guy
Yeah,
holding
exactly.
a fish and
Yeah,
shit.
guy
Exactly.
holding a
So it's like,
fish.
That's a
Nice,
common
that's
thing.
sexy, yeah.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and
Nelson's
Let's
like,
go to the Chinese party and get you a fish.
yeah.
I'm gonna take my picture of the fish off now. No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
I'll get that.
Right.
But yeah, so what's like? Do you put kilometers like in distance? You must, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but wait, you didn't answer the age range yet.
Any like I'm 28 and above.
Mhm.
Like I don't mind like
That's
maybe
good, yeah.
a couple
Really?
years older than me.
Oh,
Yeah,
congrats.
Yeah.
yeah.
28, eh?
How old do you think I am, Corey?
How about you? If you were to have a sorry, if you were to have a profile being
Right.
single now, what would your age range be? You're what, 35 now?
35. It would definitely be like 27 and above.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah.
I
So
think
not
for
too
me,
far
it'd
off.
be
28.
No.
Yeah.
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 So
Yeah.
what's the kilometers?
The distance?
Yeah.
I don't know. I forget. I, think
I
those are, like,
honestly
pretty
don't
short.
understand.
I just
actually.
I'm
Let's not get
asking
into it.
because like when I used to use Tinder back in the day.
Back in the day.
Back in the day, but
it's
like
whatever.
it was just like I would put it like I'm like I don't want to freaking drive like.
Yeah, makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah,
You wanna
yeah,
be
yeah.
on
But
the
Unfortunately.
my friend, he started like messaging a girl from where was she from? It's like 2.5 hours away, and they literally like she was in Toronto, so she like came, which was fine to Hamilton.
Yeah.
But And so he ended up driving 2.5 hours there to her like hometown.
Well, what if
Yeah.
you've
Are they
already
still
dated?
together?
If you've already dated around your
That's
own
her-
town, maybe you don't want to date
No, I
anybody
know,
near
but
you.
2.5 hours.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
hard.
I
That's
was just
hard.
like, he's probably just because he's been on and off with like this girl who just like is just so toxic for like literally 7 years. As long as he's friends with benefits, but like they'd say like he always says I hate her, but then like leaves as like up from the bar right away with her, and it's just one of those. But it's just like I made a joke to him like you probably did like went that far. Just
So she
wouldn't
wouldn't
find
know.
out. I was like, that's so funny.
That's
Did you
true.
meet your boyfriend off of Tinder?
No.
Okay. Did you meet your boyfriend off of Tinder?
No.
Okay.
I've never
I've
been,
met,
I've never
I've met
been
people
on.
I've like got
actually.
into like not real
Me
relationship.
too, tons.
relationship. Like, but like that I've been interested in. I've been like, yeah, like I could date this person. Just never
Right.
did.
I feel like for a lot
Awesome.
of girls, I know it was Bumble. Like Bumble.
It was
big.
Bumble was like more because on Bumble like the girls
The
pick
girls
to
have
talk,
to do
right?
first. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, and then they have
okay.
24 hours like when you match to like
Yeah.
message them, and then the guys can like that's what the best part about it.
Pretty
They were like,
crazy.
if the time was running out, they were like
Refresh
refresh
the time.
and give you an
Yeah.
extra like, and they only have like 3 of them a month or a week, or I forget what it was, but
Okay.
it was
Very
a cool
crazy
app,
if you're
like-
not like a texting person. Like
Oh,
I don't like
I
texting,
know.
so I
Yeah.
don't come
That's, like,
across
me
well on
too.
texting.
Me
So I
too.
would hate
Yeah.
that. That's my first
That's,
my
like, me
first
too.
impression you have of me is me trying to like crack a joke. Like,
Yeah.
So what would be
Over
your
text.
go-to line to like talk to somebody?
I'm
I have
dead.
no idea.
really
I honestly have no idea.
So Bumble,
But-
like, you have to make the
Well, like yeah,
initial
usually
step, right?
what I used to do is I would go off like their bio or a picture. Like I would just like something funny like that.
Okay.
If I was like starting it, like
Right,
that, like,
right,
that,
right.
Like, you know what I mean? I'm not like a serious like hey cutie, like.
Mm.
But like I would just like make it some sort of like quirky joke or something about like
So
their
you
bio or I
Met
don't know.
somebody on this,
Yeah, did you know?
Yeah, I've been on a couple of dates.
and how were they?
How were they?
Sure. No, but I can usually gauge it through text,
Yeah.
like we were saying before. So
How
like,
do you gauge it? What what's
like just the vibe.
Oh,
like-
okay.
If they get my sense of humor, which is
Oh,
like huge,
okay.
and then like if they're like normal, like spelling mistakes and stuff. Like
The your
Yeah,
there.
although I'm
Like,
like
come
I'm
on,
not the
basic.
greatest, yeah.
Oh,
But,
you
like,
are
it's
normal. Yeah.
But yeah.
I didn't say anything. I'm just listening. You just listen to what you
Yeah,
have to
I'm
say.
just taking it all in, man.
Yeah, taking it on. But yeah, no, there's this one I went on like the text was fine, whatever, but like it just like when we met up in person, it was like it seemed like they just needed a lot of attention, and it was like they were like
Oh.
high maintenance kind of thing.
You know what's
this
funny
ain't
about-
it.
Okay, so high maintenance, right? So the way that I was brought with high maintenance, right?
Yeah.
Is that I'm thinking, you know, people say like, don't date that girl because she's high maintenance.
Yeah.
So I always interpreted that as, you know what, like I have to buy her things to maintain the
Mhm.
relationship.
Yeah, that's how like
Mhm.
I think
Right?
about it too. But then
Okay.
their personality can actually be high maintenance.
Right. So more of like emotional thing.
Yeah.
Right? Have
That-
you guys
I
dated?
would rather buy them a bunch of things than like be that high
Right,
maintenance
than
as opposed
be
to being like,
emotional
holy
support.
crap, you are like a weight on my shoulders. Like yeah, I have
Yeah.
you know, like it's like holy crap,
I
you're a lot to
totally
deal
agree.
with.
But
I'd rather buy
you know,
yeah.
you are high.
It's crazy that you
maintenance.
say that because like growing up till now, like I always thought high maintenance was like materialistic things.
Yeah, yeah.
Whereas,
but
like,
you
not-
learn that like
yeah.
people literally just their personalities,
Yeah, there's all, the
they
whole,
just
yeah,
are high maintenance people.
there's,
like,
there's a whole
straight
like
up.
emotional.
Yeah.
Yeah,
high
it's not like
maintenance side,
if
right?
they might not even ask, they don't even need gifts. They just are a high maintenance, just like
I
needy
never
even.
thought of high maintenance as materialistic.
Really.
Ever.
Really?
It might be a guy
Just
thing.
like,
yeah,
It's like,
maybe.
don't be that
Really?
girl, she's
I
high
don't know.
maintenance.
I always thought high maintenance was just like very like yo, you didn't text me tonight, you didn't open my door for
You're
me,
right.
you
It is
didn't
right.
get
Yeah,
like
yeah.
not material like actions, like very like oh well you didn't like just like always pointing out what somebody didn't do instead of what they
Yeah.
did. Like you know what I mean? Like,
Right,
that's what I always thought.
Yeah.
I always thought it was just like you have this
Hmm.
bar that they don't necessarily meet themselves. Like they're not putting in as much effort, but they expect you to put in the
Right.
effort.
Right.
That's
So-
what I always assumed.
So let me ask this so at this point, since we said the same thing, right? So is that connotation of high maintenance only in our generation?
Well, no,
No,
Miranda's. I mean,
yeah.
she
Yeah,
said
because
it
she,
too.
got it,
she
yeah.
Yeah.
agree with me,
Like there's
right?
definitely different types of high maintenance, I think, like,
Right.
depending on the person. But I think more of like now the person, like their how they like handle situations and how they are, and they're just like I mean
Right.
as a person, not like give me a necklace. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Yeah. Which is
Yeah.
weird because I only found that out like super recent. Yeah, because like when
Or,
you
like-
say like high maintenance, I'd be like, all right, she wants like the Chanel purse, YSL.
Well,
this,
like I
and,
like
Louis
also I
that.
know girls who like themselves aren't doing very much, meaning like they're not like aspiring to like doing
Exactly.
something, but they're only interested in guys who have like that career or who are career oriented or who are whatever. So like they're
Right.
looking for that in somebody else that they don't necessarily have themselves. So they're not putting that pressure on themselves, but they're putting that pressure on the other person.
Yeah.
That to me is a high maintenance person
Yeah.
because it's like I need you to be able to make a good income. I need you to be able to like, yes, maybe purchase things or whatever. I need you to be able to be there for me when I need you. I need you to be able to be liked by my family. I need your family to like me. I need you to bring me around your friends. I need you like that to me is a high like
Damn.
setting out all your needs
Yeah.
without
Right.
like being like, what do you need from me?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Would you guys consider yourselves to be high maintenance?
Oh no. I'm
No.
very low
I
maintenance.
feel like every
I would
girl's
say,
gonna be
like,
like,
you're-
I'm a bro.
Yeah, you're
I'm
pretty
a
chill.
bro
You're
girl.
pretty chill.
I'm a
Yeah.
bra. Like
Yeah,
a
bra
bra
girl.
So could you
yeah.
be with a high maintenance guy though?
I feel like guys are high maintenance in like the neediness. Like I feel like when a guy is very needy, that's high maintenance because you have to constantly like reassure that
Right.
person and like
Yeah.
no,
When
No?
a guy's more emotional than me, I'm just like
too much.
yeah.
And it's not even like emotional. It's just like oh my god, it's
It's just
I
like, how
feel
do you
like-
care about this. Like, I'm
like
so,
down
like,
the
I'm
line
heartless.
relationships get hard because
Yeah, yeah.
like let's say
Right.
marriage comes into play, family comes
I
into
feel
play,
like all
babies
the
come
time,
into play,
yeah.
yada yada, financials. But at the start, like a relationship should be fun and like
Of
that should
course.
be the person you get to choose that person, so it should be stress free.
Right.
So I feel like if you choose a person and they make you stressed out, then you probably shouldn't choose
No,
that person
yeah.
since no one's forcing you to have that person in your life.
Mhm.
But
Right.
sometimes it's like that,
Mhm.
and then you get in too deep, and then they just
Yeah.
flip a switch, and the next thing you know, it's just like you're locked in, and they're like, then they become high maintenance. Just like, where did this come from? You know what I mean? Like that
Exactly.
happens. So it's
Yeah.
just like,
They try to sell you.
yeah,
Like,
I think the thing is once
It's a
they lock you
honeymoon
in
phase.
and then you get into like a situation, then like their true self comes out. Because I feel like when you date somebody, like you're obviously putting your best face forward.
exactly.
Right.
Always your best self.
You're always your best self, right? You're
Yeah.
trying to sell yourself. So the thing is like when you get to that certain point when you can actually like relax and be yourself,
Yeah.
right? And I think relationships they all take time to get to that point.
Well, hasn't everyone's been in this, or maybe this is just me, where at the start you're like, oh, that's cute. That's cute that
Yeah.
they do that.
Of course.
And
yeah,
then
yeah,
like
yeah,
a
yeah.
year in, you're like, that's so fucking annoying that you do that. And I hate it every time you do it. But at the start, it's like, that's amazing. That's so funny that you do that. I love that about you. And then
Yeah.
after you're like, ugh, the more you do it, everything about you is annoying. Like,
Yeah.
It's
So I
just
think
one of those.
you just grow out of that person at
Yeah.
that point.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
it's like not
Yeah.
necessarily that thing is annoying. I think you
It's like
just
that-
grow
yeah.
out of it.
But so
Or maybe at
So-
the start, you're
but
trying
maybe
to
at that point, do
romanticize
you-
everything.
honeymoon phase.
so at that point, do you kind of question your judgment initially?
Sometimes, yeah. a
Right?
little bit. I mean,
Or,
yeah.
like you're just like so excited at the beginning.
That's what I
right?
mean.
Like,
When somebody makes you feel special, it's
it's
very
like
hard
that,
to be
yeah.
like, I don't like that
Right.
person
Yeah.
because
Right,
you make
exactly.
me feel so good. So it's almost like an ego thing. And then
Right.
eventually
yeah,
the making me feel so special wears off because like life hits, of course, no one's going to make you feel special every moment of every day. And then it just ends up like, I don't know.
Fuck you.
Yeah, I just like,
Yeah. Have you guys
Yeah,
been
you
in
and
a
I.
high maintenance relationship?
Yeah.
I've been in a relationship like my last one
Mhm.
was like the
emotionally
biggest,
high
yeah,
maintenance.
emotionally, and I'm
Okay.
like he would be like crying, and I'd just be sitting there like I feel like an asshole, not
Yeah.
like consoling you, but I'm like, why the fuck are you crying? Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? I'm like, you literally like, not that he cried a lot, but I'm like, you cry more than me. Like, I don't cry much
Right.
as a person, like as a girl especially, but like, it's just like I was like, holy shit! And it's just like I just have like a very like free spirit when I'm like going out and doing things.
Fuck it up, don't give a shit anymore.
It's not like I'm like, oh, like going to talk to these guys like while I'm dating you. It's like I'm
Yeah.
really just like mesh with whoever, like
Right.
a girl or a
Exactly.
guy.
Right,
I'm gonna
right,
yeah.
like I go out and like we have fun. It's just like you can get mad at me for like or, like emotionally like oh like nervous like it's obviously insecurity from them
Exactly.
too, right?
Right, exactly.
But it's just like you need to know that like
I'm with
bottom
you.
line I'm
Yeah,
with you
yeah,
and
yeah.
like that's it. Like I'm
Definitely,
not like
100%.
if I don't want to be with you, you know I'm a freaking like I make sure like everybody knows like I'm a blunt person and like I'll let you know
Yeah.
like I don't like something or I do like something. I'll
Yeah.
let you know right
Yeah.
away. You know what I
Right.
mean? So
Yeah.
it's just like
Because
That's
if
draining.
there's no
Yeah.
trust, there's no us.
Copyright.
But yeah.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then our what we thought our definition of high maintenance was
And a little
is-
bit of vodka.
was like someone like who needs like materialistic things to
Yeah.
be maintained, right? So then, how do you guys feel about gold diggers, right? Me personally, I don't think honestly, I don't think as long as you lay it on the table initially, I think it's perfectly